What's up? Kris Krohn here. Welcome to the Kris Krohn Show. And today I'm interviewing Pace Morby. Bro.
Kris Krohn.
Famous from, A&E's. Dude, is this 6 years? How long has this TV show been running, Triple Digit Profits?
We're in our third year right now. We'll go 6 years. We're being courted right now by HGTV to do a spinoff show right now. So we'll see.
Do you think you'll do 2 shows simultaneously?
There's no way. There's no way.
Because it's kind of crazy, right? Like, I remember when I first got to meet, I started reaching out. If it was during during production day, it was kind of a little impossible to reach.
I'm not allowed to have my phone on set,
Yeah.
which was a hard thing for me to swallow because you go from being an entrepreneur and controlling your life to then having a grown human being telling you can't have your phone.
Yeah.
What? I can't have my phone. And so we got past that halfway through season 1.
Is that so you don't leak special footage and whatnot?
Yeah, which is so ridiculous. They would have us delete things off our Instagram and go, you're showing behind the scenes. We had Grant Cardone come on the show a couple of years ago, and they were mad at him because he came on set, just started going Instagram live on set.
Wow.
And they're like, what are you going to say to this billionaire? They begged him to come on the show. He came on the show and
kind of makes the rules.
He kind of makes the
rules.
rules.
Didn't you say the one with the gold?
The person who controls the gold makes the rules.
Not has the gold.
Not has the gold. You can buy a lot of deals and buy a lot of businesses without money of your own, don't you think?
You kind of sound a little bit like you know what you're talking about.
I think I know a little bit, probably half as much as you.
No. I mean, if we rewind the clock and we go back to 2008, your life looked very different, right?
Contractor.
You were a contractor.
Yep. 2008,
you went belly up?
I didn't go belly up, but I lost everything and had to reinvent myself.
I didn't have to not belly up?
Well, belly up's like I filed bankruptcy and I couldn't pay my bills. I figured it out.
But it was a full reset.
It was a full reset.
Yeah.
And thank goodness it was, because it was a reset on not just my professional life, but my personal life.
And you actually decided to shift the game then, right? Is that when you first started getting into real estate?
No. When I started getting into real estate was 10 years ago. I've only been in real estate 10 years. Wow. I was a contractor. I was working for Opendoor, Offerpad, and Zillow. Those were my 3 biggest clients. I was using social media showing my before and afters from 2008 all the way through, and I get a call from Opendoor. Nobody knew who they were.
Yep.
Nobody. And I was their first contractor, not only in Arizona, but I was their first contractor that was in Dallas. They tried to venture into Dallas, couldn't do it, called me up because I was their go-to guy in Phoenix, and they said, will you open up our Dallas and our Vegas? And I showed them my systems and processes for starting a construction company in a new market, and then they took it from there across the country.
Was that weird for you to find out that there was this thing out there called real estate investment where people would get a house at a really deep discount, then they'd hire you to fix it up, and the only money you'd make was on the fix up, and then they would turn around and sell it, and someone was making all this money, not you.
I was convinced that I was in real estate. This is how bad my mindset was. I didn't have mentors at the time. I didn't have anybody helping me. The reason I didn't have anybody helping me is because I probably was keeping them away from me. The blue collar mentality of
if you want it done right,
you do it yourself.
Oh.
Right? I learned that from my parents. So I had a client, her name was Bethany, and she would call me and say, hey, I have a new fix and flip. Will you come and do an estimate and do the job? Cool. I do one job for her on time, on budget. Another job on time, on budget. Third job she calls me for. I show up to the house waiting for her. She comes up, bangs on my glass. Bang, 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 bang. Right on my driver's side door. She says, get out of your truck right now. I'm like, oh my gosh. She pulls me out, puts me on the tailgate. She says, you should be in real estate. I go, I am in real estate. What are you talking about?
Wow.
I was convinced I was in real estate as a contractor. Wow. And this is what she says to me, forever changed my life. She said, you are not in real estate. I'm in real estate, and you are my slave.
Wow. Jeez.
And she says, you are a simple Google search away from being replaced. Watch me. I can Google how to find a contractor and you're replaced. You know who doesn't get replaced in a real estate transaction? The investor, the one that owns the property. And then she said, tell me the excuse of why you haven't got in. And this is what I told her. I said, I don't know where the money comes from. She says, what does having money have anything to do with real estate? It was mind-blowing to me. And she said, you don't even have to have money. You just have to know where money comes from. So she sat me on the tailgate, taught me where money came from. 15 minutes, changed my life.
Wow.
Then she told me how to send out mailers. This is when I started my wholesale career. I sent out mailers from my phone in 30 minutes of somebody finally just stopping and helping me. She went on my first appointment with me, helped me fill out my first contract. I made $25,000 assigning my first deal to her. I made $50,000 in my first month ever doing real estate.
By the way,